We're here. How are you? It says we don't have anybody in our room, but we do.
Oh, I can see a few.
Yes, we do. We've got Reverend, well, first of all, we have Tammy, and we have here we got 5, Real Country Woman, Reverend Heather M. Steves. Hi, Heather. We haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. Erica Duncan, our good follower, and of course, Trend Zone Gerald.
Oh,
Damara, we got to get Damara's name in here. Hi, Damara. How are you, sweetheart? Everybody's coming in, all our oldies but goldies. Now, I'll tell you what I did do different, Anne. I posted it on Facebook today, too, to let people know we were going live. And all they had to do was click that link and come in. So, yeah, write that down. Okay. Any social media. So basically, I just took the same picture that I put on Community, you and I post that out there. You and I are going live on YouTube. I took that and posted it on, I just posted it again on Facebook to let them know. And that was only about an hour ago. So a lot of our followers follow us on Facebook. They may not be YouTube followers, but they follow us on Facebook, right? And all they have to do to make it easy for them is click that link, and they can say, well, I don't have a Facebook account, or they don't have to. They can just click that link.
Straight in. That's worth knowing. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's awesome. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Get you guys written down here on my list. Queen. Hi, Queen. How are you, sweetie? Nice to see you again. Beautiful lady. Okay. So we're just, it says we only have 6 in here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have 8. So maybe it's a little bit delayed here today. I don't know why, but so anyway, as we had said, in the new year, Anne's going to be going live on her channel, guys, because we finally, with all your views and coming out here, we've got her up to a level where now she can have super stickers, and she can have what's that other button? The gift or something button below our
yes. Just a minute. I can't remember what it's called, but I will tell you because I have it all. I was so excited when it all happened.
So what I'm trying to
super thanks. I can have a super.
That's it. Super thanks and super stickers. So she's waiting to get her super chat. But in essence, guys, when we go live, if she doesn't have her super chat button yet, you can go down and you can send her a super sticker for the same amount. Like say it's $5, whatever you want to do, you can send a super sticker and it will show up here as it does when I get super chats, as you know, for readings. And then she'll be able to have the privilege of that as well, because when I go to join her on her channel, she'll be hers. She will be able to make whatever you guys generously send her to have readings on her channel, and I'll be her partner in crime. Like she's mine. So I've been working on this with her to get her to that level. All of us have, you guys especially, for supporting her. And
3 years.
3 years. So
I think
since I started. It's hard to believe, right? It's been that long. So anyhow,
I haven't done lives that long, Brenda. I think you and I have just been over a year doing a live.
Yeah, because
I started the YouTube channel 3 years ago.
Yeah. And then you sent me your decks out of the blue and had told me you were following me for a long time and that you wanted to gift me these decks. Would I use them? So, and you guys don't see me use them here because Anne's using them. But anyway, they're beautiful cards. So anyway, so I use other decks when I'm out there too. So
it's lovely though, isn't it? That they all
Heather, it's one question. But what we do, sweetheart, is we pull more cards. Okay, so you ask one question and then we just pull more cards on it. Okay, so that's how it works. The more you pay for a super chat, the more cards we're going to pull for that reading. Okay, so it's not 1, 2, 3, 4 different questions. Okay, perfect. So because I guess that is confusing. So anyway, if you look up here where my beautiful Tammy Bambi, our doorkeeper, she said, subscribe, like, and share. And if you have a question, please hit the $. They start at $5 and go to 20. More money, more cards. Okay, so that's how it works. All righty. So so anyway, so in the new year, as I was saying, we're going to go out on Anne's channel and I'm going to promote her on her channel. And we just haven't decided how we're going to do this. It may be another day because Sundays has always been our day on my channel.
So
I don't want to give that up. So we may be going on, on another day. It might be a Saturday, maybe, because, if everybody's available, we may be doing that then, but we'll work that out in the new year. But really, everybody, we need to give her a big applause because she's really worked hard with all the readings that she puts out here on YouTube to market herself, to get her channel up to that level. And she's done it. So she's just got that one more little,
it's lovely when you finally get that little, because you've worked.
I know. I mean, you go in and you look and you say, oh my goodness, it's like
so close, because it has you have to do it within 365 days.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I don't know how many days left I have to get that last little bit.
You need 3,365 days, right?
Yeah, which I've done. And now we're starting with the next.
Now you need that extra one more 1,000 and you're there. And you'll get it too, believe me. So so see, everybody's saying congratulations. She deserves it.
Thank you so much. With all this lovely help and support, everything is so appreciated. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you. So that's it. Oh, lovely.
Okay, so Reverend Heather says, I don't know the difference between stickers. Well, a sticker sends you a little emoji. It's a funny little guy. And you'll see if you were to click down there when you went to pay, like you did for a super chat, you could have had the choice of super sticker or super chat. So she won't have the super chat. She'll only have the super sticker. So it won't be confusing. You'll just click down there. It'll bring a super, and then you can put in the amount you want to give her, $5, $10, whatever you want to give her. Okay. And it's, if I'm correct, it's a little bar that you're going to slide. Okay. $2, $3, whatever. Okay. I think that's how the super stickers work. So yeah, some people will just send me a super sticker here just to say, I just want to send you a super sticker because I like your channel. Right now, if it's at the end of our time and someone sends me a super chat, we'll pull a card for them because they've been kind enough to give us something. So definitely we won't leave anybody out in the cold. But as you guys know, we're out here for 2 hours usually, and it goes by like that. And at the end, we try to make sure everybody that still remains in the room will get at least a couple of cards, general cards, just for them to have something when they're in the room, because you guys are here with us and and you're supporting us, and we want you to know how much we appreciate all this. So we're going to start off with our super chats and show. Where are we here? Okay. My question, will my busy daughters reach out for Christmas? Well, they bloody well better, or that don't make me come there. I know how it is. Yeah, people, they know they live at a distance. Their lives are busy, whatever the case is, right? So you're wondering if they're going to reach out. So let's see if they're going to reach out. All righty.
Okay.
All righty. Let's see what we have here for my beautiful Reverend M. Steves. So everybody, how's your weather where you guys are? Oh, Tamara, I wanted to ask you, because you're in New York. Have you seen any of those drones that they're all talking about going over, in New Jersey area? I mean, I know you're in New York City, but it's been going over that river there. So I think they're just all drones, people trying to create havoc. Everybody's been talking about them.
So are you good for me to go with Reverend Heather, Brenda?
Yeah, I am.
Lovely. So will my daughters? Yes, I think they will. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the first card I've got is the 2 of Wands. So this is exciting. It's action orientated. It's partnerships. It's people working together. It's the card that says you're not going to be doing this on your own. You're going to be working alongside somebody else. And the wand suit is all about action. It's dynamic. It's doing. Your help or your hurdle, we've got the Page of Teacups. So Page of Cups in regular tarot. Now, the pages are all messengers. They all have a little envelope on my deck because they're bringing you information. And the Page of Teacups brings information about happiness, joy, fulfillment. They bring in help, support. This little page of teacups is absolutely lovely. This page of teacups brings in messages of appreciation and help. So those two cards already tell me that there's going to be some sort of teamwork together, working, and information coming in. The next card we've got here is the Four of Wands. This is about stability. This is about you being appreciated for everything you do and all that you are. Our lovely little angel, look, she's been given a lovely bunch of tulips and a thank you balloon. She's receiving with grace and gratitude. So we've very much got an energy for you of receiving loving kindness, appreciation, support. How can you help yourself? King of Wands. Now, the kings are authority figures in the deck. They've learned all their lessons. And that's why they're in this privileged position. And all of them then share this wisdom and knowledge with other people. So this King of Wands is focused, is organized, is successful, is confident, stepping forward and giving help to other people, showing them the way, reaching out and being that person that would come in with a how-to plan, helping. Again, it's the wands, it's dynamic, it's action orientated. Pulling it all together, the Four of Pentacles, that's the Four of Swords, says remember to take a rest and relax. And our two lovely little angels, look, they're doing just that. I've got the feet up, having a cup of tea and reading a book. So it's time to take a step back, relax, recharge. Now, sometimes when we take time out and we take time off, we think nothing's happening. We're not doing anything. When in fact, that's really important time. Because in that space of quiet relaxation, you are much more open to inspiration, little nudges from the angels saying, oh, think about this. The universe giving you a little nudge to move in a new direction. So we're thinking as well about rest and relaxation. And your final outcome card, the Two of Coins, is all about balance. Now, principally, this card says you might have two offers to choose from. So you might suddenly have two things that you have a lovely choice of. But principally, this card is about balance. Look, she's juggling while trying to ride a unicycle all at once. So lots going on for the best reasons possible. And she's just going to have to make sure that her time is balanced, that she takes time out when she needs to. And just to focus on how much energy she's giving away and how much energy she takes for herself, and just going steady. So keeping this energy balanced. So your question was, did I think that they would be reaching out? Yes, I do. And it's really interesting because you've got two cards, the Two of Wands and the Two of Coins. Working together, two working together at the same time. Again, we've got the coins, two options. It's juggling two. So I hope that really makes sense, Heather. But I do think there's going to be the other two cards flanking that balance are all about appreciation. You receiving appreciation and help and support and love. So yes, I do think they will be reaching out, and I hope you have a fabulous time when they do.
Okay. I got half and half, Heather. Half says yes, maybe. There's two that say no, one that says maybe, and three that say yes. So there's a good possibility they will reach out. I'm seeing that there was a bit of a no-win situation, a tug-of-war situation happened between you and them. Something where they've just pulled away for some reason or not. And they've just kind of become a little distant and, not so proactive with connecting with you for whatever reasons. The devil shows up, and that is, there's something's holding them back. Okay. I don't know whether it's their own lives that are holding them back, their they're busy. They think, oh, well, mom's fine, whatever the case is, but something's holding them back from moving forward. And it may have been some sort of a no-win situation. I'm seeing it as Heather, it was kind of like a tug of war situation between you and them. Okay. Not everybody has to agree with what we do, but we don't want it to create and build a wall up. Okay, here we go. All right. So my younger daughter is a disturber and created more issues. Okay. Yeah. So one of them, there you go. There is that thing, that negative card with the devil. Somebody there, had repeating bad habits, addictive bad habits, whatever. And I'm not saying she did drugs, rock and roll, and, whatever. I'm just saying that she had issues, or they had issues. You're saying it was one of them. And it created sort of a tug of war and a no-win situation with you. You can't, we can try to help our kids and advise them the best we can and set by example. But at the end of the day, when they grow up and we release them to the universe, they're going to do what they want to do anyway, without so much as a thanks for the memories, Mom. Okay. So sometimes this can happen. There was a parting of the ways. Okay, I see that here with the 6 of Swords, but the 6 of Wands. Okay, yeah. Well, that's not her fault, right? Yeah. And people who are medicated for bipolarism and issues like that, it's very difficult for them to get them. And often they go in denial and they say, I'm fine, I don't need them, and they don't take them. And then things happen, right? We've all seen that. So I think there was kind of a parting of the ways here, right? So sorry about that, but I got to get this back to normal if I can. Maybe not. Sorry, guys. But sometimes my camera will go weird. So with this six of Swords, it means leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. And at the time, maybe that was the best thing to happen. The parting of the ways was behind my back. Okay. So if you look at, well, I can't show it to you because my darn camera for some reason is blurry, but that's exactly what this picture shows. It shows a guy going his own way. Okay. And he has his back to you, right? And there's one person in the boat. So she's obviously pulled away. And I'm wondering if she is instrumental with her other sister by discussing situations. She wants validation. She wants to, she tries to coerce the other sister into believing what she was right. Okay. But it's also the card of collaboration, of, partnership, unity, love, compatibility. Okay. She's agreeing with me. Okay. And they could be collaborating, but this is a good card too, because often it means partnership and love. So they be glad if they do have each other. However, not if they're ganging up on poor old mom, right? But I think there could be something coming in, because I think they want to bury the hatchet. Here's the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is that card of having a good clear sight line, something coming in that makes you happy. It's this new thing that comes in, because the final card you got is the Page of Cups. And that's the card of love. That's a card of hearing a message of love. Yeah, there you go. Intention. See, Anne's got it too. And so there, at the end of the day, I have no hatchet. You know what I mean. Bury the hatchet. It means, yeah, she knows what I mean. You're being funny, facetious. So yeah, I think there could be an offer coming in from the girls. I think they realize that this is time to make amends. Okay. They need to move on. They need to realize that life is short. And I do think that you may hear from them. Okay. I think they're getting close here to wanting to make amends. Okay. It may never come. It's on their side. Yeah. It may never come to an actual, gee, I'm sorry. Okay. But we sometimes have to step back as parents and be happy that they come. I know it's hard, but this is why relationships don't stay together in families, because someone's not willing to forgive. And when I say lay the hatchet down, that's what it means. Offer the olive leaf and lay the hatchet down, and forgiveness can happen. Okay. Whether they say I'm sorry or not, it's about the connection. And we have to leave the past behind. That's exactly what has to happen in situations like that. If they're not willing to forgive, or you're not willing to let it go and forgive, then it's going to go on indefinitely. Right. So sometimes we just have to set by example, and that is to just let it go. right? Let God and let go. Love is foundation. Absolutely. Love is foundation. So, you know what? And love, love can make this work, right? So that's what I've got. There's a good chance that they will contact you. Okay. There's a good chance they'll contact you. Thank you so much, Heather. Okay, Erica. Erica wants the general, Anne.
Okay. Hi, Erica. Thank you again for your lovely comment and support on my channel as well. Truly appreciated. Thank you. So I'll just do a little shuffle. I wish I could shuffle faster, but I'm just...
Fast isn't always better.
No. Right, let's see what we've got. Fabulous. Okay. So, Erica, your overall energy, 7 of coins. This is about you doing the groundwork, starting something new. And on our card, look, our lovely angel, she's planting little seeds with the understanding that the success will come later on. If she doesn't plant the seeds, she can't have the flowers. But once she's been busy, started the project, got busy, done the groundwork, there's no need to worry because the success will be showing up further down the line. Your help or your hurdle is the Lover's card. Now, this is all about choices and decisions. So our lovely angel is looking at all of these roses. She's taking her time. She's looking at all her options. She's stepping back. She's asking herself, what will make me happy? Now, very often we make decisions and choices based on what we think we ought to choose or what we think other people will be happy with. Sometimes we forget to ask ourselves, yes, but what about what will make me happy? So ask yourself that question. Look at all your options. Take time to assess and then be ready to make a confident choice, not just with the heart, but with the sensible head as well. What do you need to focus on? We've got another card from the coin suit. So we've got 4 out of 6 coin cards. So this are all to do with work, career, home life, finances, material life. So in this part of your reading, what do you need to focus on? The answer to that is to make a plan. Now, the Knight of Coins has come flying in on the motorbike. Fast moving energy. You might be doing this quicker than you think. The Knight of Coins is the only knight not riding their motorbike because she's looking at the map. She's formulating a plan. So this is the card of plan A, plan B, and then just if necessary, a plan C. How can you help yourself? This is when it gets exciting. We've got the Ace of Coins, something new, brand new, fresh new start. You going after a golden opportunity. And the coin suit is very much to do, again, work life, home life, financial life, career, area of study. So look out. That's what, how can you help yourself? Look out for this golden opportunity and be ready to make a start on it. Be ready to do the groundwork on that and start moving towards it. Because when we take action, that's the energy that gets us moving towards something new. It makes a dream into a goal. One is always a dream. A goal is something that you're moving towards and you're on your way to success. Pulling it all together, we've got the other card in the tarot deck about wise and sensible choices. So the Lover's card has already shown up, and now we've got the 7 of Teacups. And if we look at our little angel, she's standing back. She's looking at all these 7 teacups, and they all usually have nice things in them, like there's a bar of chocolate in one of them, there's a butterfly in another one. But down here at the front, there's a grumpy gingerbread man, and she doesn't want to choose him. So she's looking at all her options carefully. She's standing back. She's assessing. She's looking at them all before deciding. And your final outcome card is lovely. 3 of coins, our 4th of the coins suit. Teamwork, making the dream work. You working together as part of a team, bringing your creativity and your expertise to the team. And it's when you all work together, that's where the success can be found. So looking at your cards overall, doing the groundwork, getting something started, going after this golden opportunity with a detailed plan. This is going to be well thought out. It's going to be mindful. It's not just going to be, oh, I'll see what happens. This is going to be organized. The Lover's card and the 7 of Teacups say choose wisely. Look at all your options. Take your time, assess first, and then make your move. And very often, very likely, this new move forward to something new could very well involve working together with others as part of a valuable team. So, Erica, I hope that makes sense to you. And thank you for coming into the room.
Beautiful reading. Thank you, Anne. Okay, Erica, you got the King of Swords, standing up for a cause, standing up for yourself, defending something here. But you could also be receiving, some wise counsel from somebody. It could be a lawyer. This card represents lawyer and, those types of issues, professionals, military, government, anything like that. But I always look at him as somebody who comes in with wise, intelligent guidance. It could be counsel. Maybe you need to have something notarized, need something looked over to read between the lines, a document or a contract of some sort. And that's what he represents, giving you wise counsel there. But it's also the card where you're standing up for yourself, defending your corner and in your own truth. In your focus part of the reading, you have the Knight of Swords. You're wanting something to happen like yesterday. You want something to happen very quickly. This is fast moving action. I love this card because it shows him running up the hill. It's muddy. He's going to jump on that motorcycle. He has no darn idea what's on the other side of that hill. So this is where I say pull in the reins a little bit. Take a breath, step back, and things will fall into place as they should. Timing is everything. Remember, God might not come, as Damara says, come when we want him. He'll come when he's supposed to. Okay, so this is timing here. Pull back on the reins and don't try to push yourself too hard or get stressed out over this. In your challenge part of the reading, you've got the Pisces card, which is a moon card. You could be dealing with a Pisces sign, or not. But this is about not getting up in your head. Okay, this is about, again, doing your research, finding out the information in the background that you're going to need, so that when you do have to go sign something, or you do have to acknowledge something that's very profound and important in your life, then you will have all the prep work done in advance. So, dog and wolf learns from his instincts. He doesn't want to step on that trap because it's going to hurt, like what. And the dog has enough in his database that he's been taught. You've got everything you need, Erica, to go after what you want. Keep doing your research if you're uncertain. It's always darkest before the storm, always darkest before the dawn. But when that moon comes out, it illuminates everything. Your messages from your guides and spirit is the beautiful card of the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is the universe sending you down all the love that you need, letting you know that you're worthy of love. And I don't know, Erica, but whether you're looking for love or not, this is the card that says you could find it in one way or the other, in love with a situation or in love with a person. This could be somebody new coming in to profess their intentions, or it could be somebody that you already are connected with, that you're going to have time to express those beautiful emotions with each other. Coming in at the end, which could be possible future, you've got the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is the end of hard times. Okay, things are going to improve. And this means that you've struggled with situations in the past, and now you're going to be able to move forward and realize that they're over. You're going to make some changes. This is a card that says you're no longer going to be the beast of burden or take on too much anymore. Okay, you're going to slow yourself down. It was a hard struggle. You got to the end, but you don't want to put yourself through that stress again. You don't have to. Now, your outcome card, as Anne says, pulling it all together, you have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is wishes fulfilled. The hard work that you put into something. This is time to celebrate something here. So all of this will come to pass. And at the end of the day, you're going to see your wishes will come true. Well, that's a reading, Erica. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much, Diana. I'll put you down on the list, honey. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, our next one I think is Trend Zone, and he's always open to a general reading. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, you're welcome, Erica. You're welcome. All right, let's see what we have for Trend Zone for Gerald. Hey, Heather, whatever works, right? Whatever works. Andre was on CBD with like the THC too, because he, wasn't taking the THC, and he was using oils. We work with doctors here, as you know, Heather, being in Canada. We were working with a proper physician that had many credentials behind her name as to using CBD, and sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. She was the first one to tell us that, depending on what's wrong with you. His is a back issue. But anyway, yeah, whatever works, Heather.
Okay, Brenda, are you good for me to talk to Gerald?
I am. I'm just sitting here waiting. Yep.
Right. Oh, okay, lovely. Hello, Gerald. Thank you for coming into the room. So, starting off your reading. So, we've got the 2 of coins. This is all about balance. So, work-life balance, how much you give away, how much time do you give away, how much time do you remember to take for yourself? It's also the card of financial balance. So make sure that your bank account's balancing. All of those things need considering this week. Your help or your hurdle, we've got the first of 2 knights. Now, you've got 2 knights in this reading, and this is fast-moving energy. These are the ones that fly in on the motorbikes. So things could be happening quite quickly, things taking off. And this first knight in the help or hurdle part of the reading says, choose carefully. And here she is, look, she's flying in on this motorbike, and she can either go on the main road or this bumpy track full of potholes. So just go steady, just slow down and just think it through. Just don't be making any snap decisions. Careful, mindful decision making. What do you need to focus on? A fabulous opportunity coming in. Again, it's the coins, this golden opportunity of the Ace of Coins. So something new showing up. Here you are moving towards this golden opportunity. On the card, look, she's found the keys to this treasure chest and she's moving forward. Now, this could be to do with work life, financial life, home life, material life. This is what you need to be focusing on. Something new, something starting. How can you help yourself? Expect things to move, and quite quickly. Now, I've already said that with these Knight cards. Now we've got the 10 card. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. This is when things suddenly start moving again. This card very often shows up if things have felt a little bit slow or a little bit stuck. Not anymore. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the momentum. This is things really picking up and starting to move. Pulling it all together. Excuse me, the 4 of Wands. This is you being appreciated. This is the card of stability. This is the card of you being appreciated, recognized, receiving with grace and gratitude. Look, she's been given a bunch of flowers and a thank you balloon. It's all well and good to always be the giver, but it's just as important to receive. So this could be something lovely coming in for you. And when it does, your outcome card is our second knight flying in on the motorbike again. This is the Knight of Teacups. And this card says, stay balanced. This is remaining emotionally balanced. Just go steady. That's what my dad used to say to me if I was going anywhere and just learning to drive. If I'd borrowed the car, he said, just you go steady. And this is just the essence of this card here. So taking it a step at a time, not rushing into anything, not making any fast decisions, not making any rash decisions. Thinking it through, going slowly, balancing everything and making sure everything is in balance, because this new opportunity is likely to be showing up quite quickly, and the wheel starts turning, the momentum's there, the movement forward is there. This is you being really happy about it. So I'm really happy to say that. So get ready to get busy in the best way possible. But be mindful in your approach, but definitely a move forward. And this Knight of Teacups says, just go steady, take things easy, take things steady, and make your choices after you've thought things through. So, Gerald, thank you. Lovely to read for you. Thank you.
We need to hear me. Okay, thanks, Anne.
No,
I just didn't want to make noise when I was
oh,
shuffling.
it's fine. Don't worry about shuffling. Honestly, I don't mind.
Okay. So Gerald, you've got this this Seven of Pentacles, which is making plans, okay, and doing it correctly. You could be waiting for something or hear something coming in, and you know this is an unnecessary worry card. But know that you're doing things right. You're planning something here that you want to see come to fruition. You're investing your time or something into something, planting your seeds. It's a good card when it says you've done everything that you could possibly do. You're building a strong foundation, something new here that you want to be long and lasting. The Queen of Wands says, stay focused on that. Don't back down. Okay, because she is the most confident queen in the deck. You know, we've heard me say this a million times. Anybody that comes in and doubts her and wants to dissuade her, distract her, talk her out of her beautiful dream she's got, she just flips them the bird and says, yeah, well, watch me. She's worked hard to get where she is, and so have you. So I can see you standing your ground. You know, I mean, you're pretty careful. You do your research into everything. You know, when you're planning something here, you're not a fly by nighter. You just don't jump in and you know, try to go by the seat of your pants. You're very careful. Stay focused on, I can see you working on something here and being focused. Now, your challenge part of this reading is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is that card of worry. You're not getting your sleep, insomnia, anything like that. So if you're having difficulty at night sleeping, you might have to set up a different kind of a schedule, do things that are going to help it, make it easier for you. Often this is a card of worry. Like she's there, she's thinking about her problems before she goes to bed, and then, you know, she has a restless sleep. So this is about you clearing your head, letting go of those thoughts before you go to bed, and maybe setting up a healthy routine whereby you're not up till 3 a.m, and then, you know, you get up at you get your certain hours of sleep and you can't get moving. My husband's guilty of that. Not that he's a worrier. He certainly isn't, because he doesn't have to. I do it all. So he goes fed weird. Okay. So now your messages from Spirit and your guides is the Five of Swords. Don't get caught up in other people's drama. Okay. This is a no-win situation. You win the battle, but you lose the war. Whenever we go in, you've heard me say this a million times, when we go into battle mode, there's risks and consequences that we need to weigh. Okay. Is it worth getting into it? So think about that. If you feel as though you're struggling with something and you want to go out there and, you know, get involved, don't become somebody's sparring partner if you don't have to. Okay. And I mean verbally, I don't mean physically. Coming in at the end, which could be future energy, what you're feeling right now is the Four of Cups. This is a card where you feel like you're missing out on an opportunity. Things are boring. You can't see the forest for the trees. Everything's the same. You know, you're getting to that area where you think, you know, this is a card that says you need to have a wider, broader perspective. Look at things, you know, in a different way. Be open to different things. Okay. She's sitting there and she's got herself boxed in, right? She's got, you know, it's like she's got blinders on. She needs to be more open-minded. She can't see the forest for the trees because she doesn't want to go out there. So don't be afraid to get yourself out there and look at things from a broader, wider perspective. Remember, don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, you may be pleasantly surprised what's inside. The final card coming out and pulling it all together is a beautiful card, the Ace of Pentacles. This is, you know, often has to do with career or money or material part. Yeah, look. So it's a great card of satisfaction, hearing new things coming in, the beginning of something new and exciting that could be lucrative, that could bring you more abundance and more material value to what you're investing your time into. It's a great opportunity. Often it has to do with careers. You're not employed. I know you're retired, but I know you deal with investments and you really are careful with, you know, where you're going to stand for the rest of your life. So this is a good opportunity. So Gerald, that's what I have for you. I hope he says smooth. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Gerald. Okay. We have Diana came in here, and she's a really good client of mine. And I haven't talked to you in a while, Diana. We need to chat again. We need to get together and just have a little chat. Righty, here we go. What does she say? Okay. Hello, Brendan. And I'm searching for a family home. We've encountered challenges as to finding one in the right location. Does it look like we'll find one before year's end? Well, my darling. What if we got a couple weeks to go? But anything's possible. So let's go cards on that, Anne, and see what Spirit says, right? Is she going to find something before the year's end? All right, let's see what we got. So you're looking for the right location. It has to be accommodating to, because you're moving with your son, and it's got to be accommodating for him to be at work, right? This is the one that works with NASA. Am I correct? And so it's got to be near, and they're in Florida. So it's got, or no, is it in Florida? Yeah. Yeah. So take your time. Yeah, Gerald. Okay. What we got, Diana?
Now, so Diana, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming into the room. Lovely to read for you. So, your first card, in fact, out of the 6 cards, you have 2 knights. And literally what I was just saying a minute ago, this is fast-moving energy. First one, Knight of Teacups flying in. All of the knights are really fast. And this card comes in and says, just go steady. So things could be happening really quite quickly, because the first 2 of your cards in your reading are both knight cards. Energy moving fast, things suddenly taking off. And this Knight of Teacups says, just go steady, just stay balanced. Just don't get sort of so excited, and when everything gets busy, you just need to have a really level head. You need to be really grounded and just step at a time. With your help or your hurdle, the second knight, fast energy, yes, but the slowest of the fast-moving energy, the only one not riding their motorbike, says you need a plan, a detailed plan. That's what this knight's doing. Look, she's looking at the map. She's working out where she wants to go. So when she gets back on this motorbike, she knows exactly where she wants to go and exactly how to get there. So she's going to go straight there. So this is you're having a think, just stepping back a minute and really working out. She's looking at the map. I can see you deciding where you want to go, but making a detailed plan. Make a plan B, make a plan C if necessary. This Knight of Coins is taking the time, they're organized. What do you need to focus on? The 5 of Teacups says moving on to something better. This is the card of moving away from the past. We acknowledge it, absolutely. But here she is, look, she's turned her back and she's moving away from that to something so much better. So there's a real sense of movement here. The 2 knights have come racing in with their relevant messages. And then this 5 of Teacups is this movement away from the past and this movement forward. How can you help yourself? We've got another card of planning. Now, this is the 3 of Wands. So the wand suit is dynamic. It's action orientated. It's the suit of doing. It's the suit of busyness. This 3 of Wands is about you looking at the long-term plan and taking those action steps now to get you there. Now, on the card, when I was drawing the card, the long-term plan is the healthy forest, but she can't enjoy the healthy forest if she doesn't plant the seeds. And that's what she's doing. So you need to be doing, you need to be taking steps. You need your long-term plan, but you need to do something with it. It's all right having a to-do list, but it'll always stay as a to-do list until you tick things off and you take the action steps. And this is what this 3 of Wands gives you, a little nudge to do. Do something, take the steps. It might be something as simple as sending an email, ringing somebody up, asking for some information, doing some research, but doing something, because that's the energy that gets things moving forward. Pulling it all together, the 9 of Pentacles here says, focus on what could go right. Now, very often we are programmed to do just the opposite. But on the card, look, she's only looking at the things that are working. She's laser focused on that. So focus on what could go right. Focus on what could go well. Because the 10 of Wands is your final card. This is lovely. This is the end of the difficult times. It's the challenges over with. It's the frustration over with. It's the busy, busy times over with. And on the card, look, she's got her feet up and she's reading a book, just taking some time out. The book's called Rest and Relax, because the difficult times are over with now. Just make sure that you're balanced enough, you're gathered enough, because things could be really happening quite quickly with these 2 Knight cards. The Knight of Teacups says, stay balanced. That lovely 10 of Wands suggests to me that you're ready to go, that it's time to move on. The 5 of Teacups is about moving forward to something better. But you need a detailed plan. And you need to be taking the steps to get you there. You need to be doing. Now, following those 6 cards, I asked for a timing card. I got card 4, the Emperor. Again, the card of planning and leadership and stepping up and getting organized. So if it hadn't been clear enough from the other cards, this Emperor is one of the senior figures in the tarot. There they are, look. Stepping up in a leadership role, organized plans. At a moment's notice, the Emperor is ready to go, because everything is planned in advance. So this again, this is when I'm explaining the cards, when I'm doing my weekly readings. This is one at a moment's notice. This one's ready to go. So again, this suggests that this could really happen quite quickly. Now, having worked with lovely Brenda now for a wee while, the card 4, this could indicate 4 weeks, 4 months. It could say 4 days. Now, honestly, if it's in 4 days, I'll do a cartwheel for you, because that would be absolutely amazing. Because if that's right, will it be before the year's end? Yes, it could be by the end of the week, couldn't it? So, as for timing, 4 weeks, possibly. It could be by the springtime, by April. But Brenda might have, with her deck, a much more succinct timing. So see how you go, Brenda. I've got the Emperor ready at a moment's notice to go.
Okay.
Okay. See how you go. So thank you, Diana.
Okay, so I got the number 9, and they're telling me that they may hear something in 9 days.
Right.
But often I'll say 9 hours, 9 weeks, 9. Yeah, it never goes to 9 years. And we know it's not going to be 9 months. So we'll see. But like we said, if it happens before the new year, I'll get ready to do a cartwheel.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit old for a cartwheel. I might have to think about something else. I'll do a high kick. Okay. All right. So Diana, I know it's taking time. You've got the Hangman. This is, hanging in limbo, waiting for something to happen. But while you're there, you're doing the planning. So keep doing the research, keep looking into these houses, keep looking, keep yourself proactive out there, trying to find the right one. If you're working with an agent, that's great, because sometimes you can work with a real estate agent that actually, is going to go out there and help you. And that type of thing, as I know people that work with them for rentals as well. They'll find something beautiful to rent. But the bottom line is you are secure where you are right now, and you just want to relocate for a family home. I assume that it's with your son. I assume you're not going to be doing this on your own. You can leave me down there the message if you want, Diane. But right now it's taking time. But keep doing your research in the background. The Queen of Wands shows up. Okay, this is what you need to focus on. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't, lose your enthusiasm. She's very focused, and she's going to Yeah, Michael. Okay, honey. She's very focused. So you know what? Just be excited about this. I want you to do your manifestation, Diana. You know that. I want you to feel it, taste it, expect it, and see that house. I want you to visualize that house, the color of that house. By the way, it's going to have a red door. Sorry. The spirit just sent me that. This house will have a red door. The people that might have owned it may have been Asians, because that's very, very good luck to have a red door. But anyway, let me know how it goes, because I see a red door on this house. So anyway, just stay focused. Keep moving towards your goal. Don't give up. Okay. This is about you also having good business sense, because you guys are probably, yes, the house might come up, but there's a lot of, situations and circumstances around the house. And one of them is price. So I do see a situation where you're going to find this house and there's going to be a lot of back and forth bargaining. Okay. Thank you, honey. Bargaining. Okay. You guys are going to be going back and forth with an offer. These people want to have, of course, they have the upper hand because they're selling. But I do think that, there's going to be a lot of give and take back and forth. Now, your challenge is the moon. Okay. This is about doing your research and, getting up in your head and thinking, doing that, presuming and assuming, I mean, it's not going to happen. We've been looking now. I don't know if you've been really actively looking. They're showing me 3 months. Okay. I don't know. You've been really out there pounding the pavement for 3 months trying to find this house. You can let me know that as well. So just keep doing your research. Don't get up in your head. Don't shoot your foot off with negative thoughts. Okay. I do see this coming into play. Now, you might be having to go, this is the 6 of Cups. This is always a card of, getting in touch with somebody from a distance or reconnecting or whatever. But you could be doing that as well. Somebody that you might know may be able to put in a contact name for you that might be able to, or they may find a house for you. They may not even be a real estate agent, but I'm seeing that what's going to happen is, okay, you may have to move a little bit farther than what you normally wanted to, but it's not going to be out of reach. Okay. So it's just going to mean that there have to be more conscientious time management when you're trying to get from A to Z. Okay. Whether it's home to work, whatever, it may be a little bit out of the area, but not far enough that you can't still go to work, not far enough that you can't still be in the area you like to be in. Now, you've got the Knight of Wands, and it's going to happen fairly quick. Didn't you have that, Anne?
No, I've got, funnily enough, the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Coins. Okay, the only one we haven't got is the Knight of Swords, Knight of Pencils.
Okay, so we've got we know that the Knight of Cups is fast too. So. Yeah. The only one that's slow is the Pentacles, but I've got the Wands, and the Wands is something's going to come up really fast. And when you least expect it, Anne, you're going to have to just get up and go and see it. Okay. You might be busy. You might have made other plans, but I'm going to tell you something. You may have to cancel your previous appointments when this comes available, because this could be the house. Okay. So if you get this call like right out of the blue when you least expect it, and they say, okay, this client, you got to go look at the house at this time of the day and blah, blah, blah. And this is where it is. Go do it. Okay. Don't hesitate. I know that your final outcome card is the 8 of Cups. This is you trying to balance yourself, trying to not get up in your head, not worry about it. You are moving forward. And I think what it is it's just, it has to be the right house, Diane. Okay. It has to be the right house. All those circumstances, the price, the location, the house, because it's not just you. You're living with an adult son. And it's important that you guys have your own segregated places to live in the house where you can, it's great. You guys get along great, but there comes a time where you have to have your own little place, whether it's a granny suite or something, a house conducive to that. Okay. A jeet, whatever. So I do think that what you're looking for is exclusive. It's different, right? I'm correct. Okay. Thank you. It's different. All right. And that therein is what's causing this delay, because you have to have the right house. But I'm telling you, you're going to hear about it. It's going to come in. Okay. It's going to come in. All right. So I got the number 9. You could be hearing about this in 9 days. And this is why I'm saying with that Knight of Wands, when you hear about it, you're going to have to change your plans ASAP and go look at that house. Okay. Okay. She's saying everything we're saying is yeah, correct. So beautiful. Diane, I love you. You know that. And I haven't seen you in a long time. It's time for you and I to have our little sort of mother-daughter chat on the side. Doesn't mean to have a reading. We just need to connect. Okay, sweetheart, and we will. One love. Hello, my sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming in again and for your super chat question. I would like a general reading for this coming week. Thank you. Okay, one love, you've got it. And you're very welcome, Diane. You're very welcome. Ann and I, we just love what we do. And so nice of you to come in and see me. So I want to ask Diane, did you see the notice coming in on Facebook, or did you see it coming in on YouTube that I was live, or both? Because I did post it on Facebook today too. And sometimes we want to know our marketing platforms, which is working and that type of thing. Okay, great.
So, one love, thank you. Lovely to see you, and thank you for coming into the room. So, what a lovely way to start your week. One of the best cards in the whole deck, the Star. This is wishes fulfilled, it's recognition, it's you being appreciated. And our lovely angels are sitting on the bench looking at a shooting star. This is you being in the spotlight, being recognized and appreciated. It's the card of success and happiness. The Queen of Wands comes in next with all of the confidence you could ever need. And these are lovely qualities that you can be focusing on this week. Now, the Queens, and you have two of them in your reading. We'll come to the second one in a minute. The Queen of Wands first, absolutely is confident. She's self-assured. She believes in herself. She can manifest anything she likes just like that. And that's just what she's done. Look, she's manifested a cup of tea and a cake just like that because she can. She's had to learn how to. And this queen is so confident. She goes, yes, I can. You just watch me. It's that sort of sassy sort of energy to it. So embracing the qualities of this Queen of Wands, having the self-belief and a yes, I can attitude. Because it could be at the moment that you're a little bit unsure. We've got the 5 of coins here. And she's so focused on this empty piggy bank that she hasn't realized she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right behind her. This card says you have everything you need. You've got all the resources that you need. Ask for any help if you need it and focus on your strengths. Don't be just so focused in one direction thinking, oh, I'm not so sure. I don't think. The Queen of Wands comes in with that lovely sense and that lovely quality of self-belief and self-confidence. The Queen of Pencils is your final card. Again, a senior figure in the tarot. These court cards, the queens and the kings, they've had to learn their lessons. And that's why they're in the situation that they are. Now, this Queen of Pencils, Queen of Swords in traditional tarot, she is logical, clear thinking, direct, straight to the point. If you were to ask this queen for any advice, it's literally ask a straight question and you'll get a straight answer from this one. She doesn't sugarcoat anything. This is how it is. Logical, clear thinking, sees straight to the heart of the matter. And it's very much an out with the old and in with the new energy. At a moment, not at a moment's notice, this one here will easily get rid of anything that isn't working, anything that isn't serving her well. Just like that, she'll go, no, this is working. We'll go with that. Don't need that anymore. That's simple, cut and dried. So very much an energy for you. Success, you stepping into the spotlight, really going after something. Embrace the qualities of this Queen of Wands. Self-belief, know that you've got this. Yes, I can. You just watch me. That sort of energy. Let go of any sense of doubt, self-doubt, or sense of lack. And this Queen of Pencils comes in with this clear, decisive energy. What's going to work for you? What isn't going to work for you? And you making your move forward with what is going to work without any hesitation. She's laser focused, this one. And she goes after what she would really like. And with the confidence of the Queen of Wands coming in as well, what a week to make you move forward. So one love, I hope that resonates, and thank you for coming into the room.
Thank you, Anne. Beautiful. Okay, one love, you've got the Five of Cups. You might be thinking and being nostalgic about the past. Thinking about, sometimes this card comes up when we start thinking regretful thoughts or remorse, or, we're grieving over something that happened in the past. And, or, we look at our failures or whatever the case is. And that's what she's doing here. But she doesn't realize that she's only thinking about the things that didn't work and the whys and how comes. Right behind her is a beautiful gift, and there's a bowl behind her full of beautiful opportunities. So this is about, it's okay for us and we do, is it's human that we often go to those moments of regret rather than those wonderful, beautiful moments in our life. And it's normal, but you need to let it go. Okay. Because when we get lost in that part of our lives, it grows on us. So remember that there's some new opportunities there for you. The universe is saying, lift your chin, square your shoulders. Something better is coming in for you. You could again be thinking nostalgic thought, because right next to that is the Six of Cups. That's often the card where we start thinking of people we used to know. You could be getting in contact with somebody, or somebody could be getting in contact with you. They may have become distanced from you. You may have not seen each other in a while, or they may live at a distance geographically from you. Often too, this card represents you need to tap into your inner child. You could be having you could be dealing with children. You could be entertaining children. You may be surrounded by children as well, one love. So please remember something here. Somebody could be coming in here. They could be, wanting to reconnect with you. And you may be actually just sitting around and laughing about the times that you enjoyed each other when you were younger. And now you're adults now, and you can discuss that. Coming in your challenge part of your reading, you've got the Tower. The Tower is that card of sudden change, whether it happened suddenly and you didn't know it, or whether you kind of suspected something was going to happen and all of a sudden, bang, there it is. This is the card that says don't get bent out of shape, because you have the ability now to recreate something. You have the ability now to rebuild something on a better, stronger foundation. When this happens, often it's because it was a temporary situation. It was never meant to be long. It could have been a contract job. It could have been anything, but it can also be something that suddenly comes to an abrupt end. And now you're faced with having to change things in your life. So be ready for some change coming in. But I never look at this as a bad card. I always look at it. It's like, well, now what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I should have done it. Okay. Coming in with that, next to that, your messages from Spirit is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is she's sitting here looking out towards the shoreline, waiting for something to come in. I always say this is a card of duality. This is a card of, possibly business and your career. You could be partnering up with somebody or discussing sort of business things with somebody else. This is a card that says keep moving forward. You're going in the right direction. You could be planning a trip for business or for pleasure or for both. Coming in next, here you are, the Star, and this is future energy. So dream big. You can reach for you can reach for the stars. This is the card that says you are the star. Okay, get out there, market yourself. Let the powers that be know who you are and the talents you have therein, because you can walk in your own light. This is a card that says don't ever give up on your dreams, because if you think something is you really want it, this card says you're going to get it. Now, your final outcome card is beautiful, tying it all together, and that's the Three of Cups. It is the Cups, right? Yeah, the Three of Cups, and that is celebration, celebrating something in your life, an event. Maybe you're getting an invitation to go to something here, but we know that, it is the season to have parties and celebrations, but you may be getting together with your family, friends, colleagues, and enjoying yourself. So kick up your heels and have some fun, Run Love. Thank you so much for your question. Okay, so I think we have our super chats caught up, and we can see who's here. We've got 8 people. So on my list here, we've got Tammy, who we're going to do first, Real Country Woman, Gamara, Sean G, Queen. We did Diane. We've got Anne Marie. Oh, Charlotte's here. Okay, we got Charlotte here. Okay.
Hi, Sean.
Charlotte's here. Yeah, Charlie's Angel Tarot. Most of you guys know who she is. So big shout out to Charlotte. Excellent reader, beautiful channel. Yeah, and she's a teacup professional reader too. So that's another talent she's got that she's out there doing. Okay, so we're going to do Tammy. So Tammy, Sean G, you're here. You're on the list, honey. So we've got Tammy, Real Country Woman, Damara, Sean G. So you're all according to when you walked in the room. Okay. So you're there. Tammy's first. So let's see what we got here for our beautiful Tammy.
Are we doing 2 cards, Brenda? 3?
Yeah, you can do 2 or 3, whatever you feel like doing. We've got lots of time, so if you want to give her 3, it can be past, present, future, or you can take it for whatever way you want, guys. Okay, it can be beginning, middle, end of the week, whatever way you prefer to take this reading.
Okay. Lovely. Hi, Tammy. Lovely to read for you, and thank you for looking after us so beautifully every week. It's so very appreciated. So, your first card, 5 of Teacups, leaving the past behind and moving on to something new. So we acknowledge the past. It's important. It's made us who we are and brought us to where we are now. Our lovely little angel has turned her back on that, and she's moving forward to something better. Reason to celebrate. The 3 of Teacups is lovely. This is good news coming in. It could be a social invitation, a get-together, a party. It's reason to celebrate. It's an extremely positive card of celebration. So you moving forward, reasons to celebrate. The King of Pencils is your final card. So the King's authority figures. This is the King of Swords for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's a pencil in my deck. This King is an authority figure. Very clear thinking, very grounded, very direct, and very well educated in complex paperwork that perhaps we wouldn't come into contact with every day. This King comes in with kind advice, motivation, and professional help. So somebody coming in, if you're not quite sure about something, this King of Pencils will come in with the advice, the balanced conversation, the grounded conversation to help you with anything that is complicated in paperwork. So it could be a lawyer, an accountant, a solicitor. It's a bit like a senior figure. This could even, like be the head teacher of a school. It's that sort of senior energy. But whatever realm they're coming from, they're here with sound, helpful, well-meaning advice for you. So, Tammy, I hope that resonates with you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Tammy, you've got the Empress. You've got big dreams. You want something to come to fruition. This is the card of abundance, fertility, and growth and expansion. So, you could be working towards something here. What you nurture, you're going to see grow. So whatever that passion is that you have, that goal that you have, keep working on it. Don't back down. Okay. Keep working on that goal, because that's how you're going to find it come to fruition. You could also be hearing about someone in the family, a relative, or somebody that you know closely that could be announcing the birth of a child. Coming in next to that, you've got the 9 of Pentacles, walking in your garden of abundance. You're going to find that things will work out in your favor. What you are nurturing can come to fruition. This is about you being able to put your feet up for a while and realize that the bills are going to get paid and you've got enough money there to live on if you've been having any concerns. I think things are going to be better for you. For some reason, I'm seeing money coming in for you this Christmas. Now, your final card here is, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one's worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. So, if there's anybody around you that wants to spread any gossip, walk away from it. It's not worth getting caught in that kind of drama. Okay. What I'm saying to you is, don't take things personal. All right. This time of year brings out the good and also the bad in people. And, happy and sad, those are the emotions that we feel at this time of the year. So if anybody is trying to stir the pot up, turn your back on it. Okay. All righty. Okay. So next we have Real Country Woman. Step forward if you're here, please. Okay. We're down to 9 people. You were in my room in the beginning. If you're still here, Real Country Woman, come on in. And if you don't come in right away, we're going to go read Damara. Okay, so let's pull Damara, but we're looking for Real Country Woman. All right, if you're here, leave us a message and you'll be next. Okay, because you were second on the list. So we're going to do Damara now.
Tamara.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know it's a bit of a delay, but she might have had to leave or something. Okay, Tammy, perfect. She says she's going to walk away from drama. Okay, perfect. Damara's here. I know you're here, honey. Yeah, and we're going to do you right now. And if Real Country Woman's still here, step forward. Anne Marie, if you're here. Queen, if you're here. Sean G, if you're here. Okay.
So, Damara, thank you for coming into the room every week. This lovely support from you. And although I don't read them all because I'm busy working, I do see these lovely, I look at them while Brenda's reading, life-affirming comments and lovely support, which is truly appreciated. So, Damara, 3 cards for you. And the first one, the 10 of Wands, it tells us that the difficult times are over with. The stressful times are over with. And this card just says, just rest and relax and take a little break before the next venture. And just do what she's doing here. Just relax there, put your feet up, have a cup of tea, and just gather your energies. The King of Pencils shows up. Again, a real senior figure in the tarot, an authority figure. This King of Pencils is very well educated in complex paperwork. So again, it could be a solicitor, a lawyer, somebody, an accountant, somebody really good with financial dealings. It could be a financial advisor. This King of Pencils comes in with some really professional advice. Someone you would turn to maybe to look over the fine wording of a new contract, or somebody to give you some financial advice or some legal advice. This lovely king comes in with that help that you need from a place of really a professional point of view. Your final card is fabulous, the Ace of Coins, something new. So make sure you get your feet up and get your rest, because this is your golden opportunity coming up. This King of Pencils could give you some advice about this. So this golden opportunity, when it's the coin suit, it's very much to do with work, career, finances, home life. And here our lovely angel, she's found the keys to the treasure chest, just what she was looking for. And now she's making her move forward to this new opportunity. So pay attention for that, especially where work, where career, and where finances. It could be a raise, it could be a promotion, new job, new career, something new in that area that you'll be really excited about. So, Damara, thank you so much, and I hope that resonates with you.
Beautiful. Wow, Damara, you're showing some inner strength, some courage, some bravery. You have pretty much tamed the lion. This is about you looking at things now. You can take a deep breath, look at things in a kinder, more compassionate way. You've shown restraint for too long, and you finally made your point here. But you know, she tames the lion because she realizes that a honey will catch more bees than vinegar will. So you've been dealing with somebody here, and you've actually tamed the lion, is what I'm seeing. You are the star. You're getting recognition for who you are. Okay. This is about you dreaming big and finding that your dreams can come true. But you've been out there doing the work, pounding the pavement, boots on the ground. You've been putting in the work to get this to come to fruition. So keep marketing yourself, keep getting out there, keep walking into the spotlight. Damara, you are the star. You are the headliner. Don't ever doubt that. Okay. You've heard me say this about this card, but you are. Okay. So stay out there, stay vigilant. You have the ability to walk in your own light. And this is your time to walk in that. The next card you've got, which I really like. Okay. It says, this new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective, Tamara. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely going to be changes and things are going to be different for you, but better. Okay. Better. Thank you. All right. Real Country Woman said you're a star. Yes, she is a star. You better believe it. She's on a stage and she is an entertainer. You'll be proud of me today, Tamara. I had my arms full to come into my unit. And so, you know, the big square thing that you hit to open a door. Well, yours truly at 73 years of age just lifted my foot, kicked that thing, and it was about 4 feet off of the ground. And then I went. Yeah. So you'd be happy. You should see her kick. I mean, she's like unbelievable. She's incredible. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Strawberry Rhubarb. Taro's here, my friend. Hi, Sharon. You're on the list, sweetheart. Yeah, I love you too, Tamara. You're amazing. Okay. She's like one of the Rockettes. New York Rockettes, because I tell you, she's incredible. She's got some beautiful gams and she can use them. And she does it all in these great big high heels. It's like, oh my God, I feel her pain, but she's fine. Okay, Real Country Woman, we're going to pull 3 cards for you and see what we have here. Yes,
so, go on. Yeah, are we good? Real Country Woman. Yep, 4 of Wands. Oops, is your first card. So this is the card of stability. This is the card of you being appreciated and recognized for everything you do and all that you are. And you having the grace and gratitude to receive. This is the card of receiving. And on the drawing here, look, she's been given that lovely bunch of tulips and that thank you balloon. So it's really important that you receive in balance. It's lovely to always be the giver, but it's just as important to receive. The 3 of Coins is about you moving forward as part of a team, working alongside somebody else, or working as part of a team. Bringing your creativity and your expertise. And when everybody works together, that's where the success can be found. So when you're moving forward, when you're doing that, think about it carefully. We've got this 7 of Teacups, which is all about wise and sensible choices. Look at all your options carefully before making your move. And on the card here, look, there's 7 teacups, and most of them have lovely things in, like a bar of chocolate or a butterfly. But there's a grumpy little gingerbread man down here, and she doesn't want to choose him. So very wisely, she's stepping back, looking at all of her options. So you need to be mindful of that this week. Not making any snap decisions, not making any rush decisions. Wise choices. Take your time, assess the whole situation, and then be ready to move forward alongside other people, everybody working together creatively to make that move forward, and you will be appreciated for it. This lovely 4 of Wands is very much a card of you receiving gracefully. So thank you very much. I hope that resonates with you.
Excellent. Okay. All right, Real Country Woman, the Lover shows up. You've got some major decisions and choices to make that could be on an emotional level. This card often says you're going to use your heart, but I always say make sure your head leads your heart making this decision, okay? The Lovers can be about somebody in your life that you are romantically interlinked with, but generally this card means you may be making a choice or a decision. Maybe it is a partner. Maybe it is somebody close to you that you feel this affinity for and this affection for, but make sure you let your head lead your heart here. Okay. Stay balanced. It's a card of being balanced in the process. Don't rush. But something suddenly happens here because you have the Tower and you're going to be rebuilding a new foundation. Now I have to tell you, the first card that flew out of here was the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is that card of feeling you were held back, betrayed. You couldn't get up. Things slowed you down, but then it ends. That could be why something suddenly here has happened, but you're going to be rebuilding a better foundation. Maybe you're going to be building a better a friendship. Maybe you're going to be building a better relationship. Something here that you're going to be rebuilding is going to be better. Something was not on a firm foundation. You know what I always say, don't build a house on sand. That goes with all kinds of situations in our lives. We have to be sure it's going to have a long lasting foundation. And if it doesn't, then we have to change that and make it better. Okay. Now, the other card that you've got, Real Country Woman, is if you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger, didn't I say that, and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you're asking for now. So, you know what they always say, sometimes unanswered prayers are a blessing in disguise. Something better is coming in. Okay. Thank you so much. Well, look who came in. Hi, Sharon. Strawberry Rhubarb Taro. She wants a message. Anything she needs to hear in general. Okay, Sharon. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. It's been a while. We need to chat, right? Everybody's so busy at this time of the year, you know, that we just don't get to connect as much as we'd like to.
Okay, Sharon, lovely to see you. Lovely to talk to you. So, what message do I need to hear? Right, first off, your overall energy, 8 of coins. Look after the small details this week, Sharon. Read the small print and then read it again. Check all those details. Dot the I's, cross the T's. Attention to detail. Your help comes in the form of the King of Wands. You couldn't ask for better help in many ways. An authority figure in the deck, the King of Wands, is confident, very self-assured, very focused, very entrepreneurial, going after what they want. Now, the King of Wands is successful because they've learned how to do exactly that and now share this lovely wisdom with other people. So this could be either you stepping up into this role of helper, teacher, mentor, or it could be somebody coming in with a how-to plan, how to move forward, very business-like, very focused on getting to where you want to go. What do you need to focus on? 3 of Pencils, this is 3 of Swords, healing and moving on. Our lovely angels are just enjoying a quiet little cuppa together. And then when they're ready and they stand up, there are no obstacles in front of them. They can just move on. So it's a lovely energy of knowing that the situation is going to improve and very much an energy of moving on. How can you help yourself? We've got the life experience card 16. This is the equivalent of the Tower card in traditional tarot. Now, this card is lovely because here we have our lovely angel and she's got a little shell there and a little pot here that's full of pearls. And these are pearls of wisdom. Her little sandcastle here is washed away. But everything she's learned from that, these pearls of wisdom, she's taking with her and she's making positive changes now. The Page of Pencils comes in, pulling it all together, bringing you information, bringing you clarity, bringing you news. It might mean a slight change to plan. It doesn't matter. This is keeping you on track. This Page of Pencils brings in the information that you go, now I know. The clarity comes in. The light bulb moment goes on and you've got it. You've worked it out. And when you've done that, the Empress, to finish it off, is lovely. This is you getting busy. The Empress is busy doing. She's got her sleeves rolled up. She's got her apron on. She's doing things. She's starting on the new project. She's starting on those new ideas. She's getting things moving. She's taking action. So you've got this King of Wands with your action plan, and you've got the Empress ticking it off and doing all those action steps. So looking at your reading overall, you really looking into the tiny details. You really do need some clarity on that. And this Page of pencils can bring that clarity. There's an energy of healing, moving on, and you making these positive changes for yourself, getting your plan together, getting busy and moving forward. And this Empress energy is lovely. It's a real positive energy. There's a real success attached to this. She's busy doing and she's moving on. So, Sharon, thank you. I hope that resonates with you.
Okay. Okay, ladies, I'm getting out of here now. Everyone have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much, Tammy Bambi. You too, for being in the room and always keeping our room peaceful and beautiful. Thank you so much. And we'll talk soon. Okay. One Love says, thank you. I'm going back to Hollywood for an actors convention, and I'm hoping to do well, get good deals in the movie industry. Yes, I do have lots of regrets. I gave so much to a man who used me. Yeah, that's not nice. Okay. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you for your comment. Okay, so these are the next people on the list. Sean G, Queen, Anne Marie, and Anita are here. Okay, so Anita's come in. We know she's here. She's new. So the others, Sean G and Queen and Anne Marie, please let us know you're still here. And I'm reading now for Sharon. Okay, Sharon, you got the King of Pentacles. You know what that means. We call that the Midas touch card. But this is about material wealth. It's about financial abundance. It's about, worldly success. And the only reason he gets it is because he's created that wealth for himself and others. Okay. This is a card that says you have to double down on what you want right now. As Anne had said, get down to business, concentrate on what it is you want, start that project or that passion that you have. Okay. So don't be afraid to create that environment so that you can grow and develop that new thing that you want to try, because this is a card that says, you can do it. There you got the Fool. You're nobody's fool. This is a leap of faith. This is about you going after that goal. This is about you doing the prep work, though. Okay. You've heard me say this. Don't jump off the cliff without checking for your parachutes in order. This means cross your T's, dot your I's, get your ducks in a row, and do your prep work before you take this leap of faith. It's like you've got one foot in one world and one wanting to go out into the next. And that means it's not time yet. You need to be prepared. Something's going to happen for you in the new year, they're telling me. Your challenge, and that's what you need to focus on, getting everything in order here, okay? Double down on what you want. Now, coming in your challenge part of the reading, you've got the 10 of, the 10, it is the 10, right? The 10 of Wands. So, you were sort of in a slump where you couldn't see the trees for the forest, or the forest for the trees. I say this wrong all the time. And you pushed really hard. You're pushing really hard for something. You might be the only one investing time, effort, and support into some endeavor here, but it's going to end. You're going to realize that you're not anybody's beast of burden, and you're going to be able to find things work out easier for you in the new year. I see you doing better time management. I see you doing things that are on your personal priority list that you want to do that bring you joy. Okay. So often I'll say that, you reach that summit and you stand up there and you overlook the surroundings underneath you and you go, wow, I can't believe I made it, but I don't want to go through this again. I'm going to change my ways and make it easier. Coming in, and easier it has to be, because you're tired. Okay, you're tired, Sharon. Get your rest. This is the 4 of Swords. You pushed yourself. You've been doing something. You've been overdoing. It's time for you to take care of business for you. Get your rest. Call a truce. Step back. Okay, take a time out. You can still be thinking and planning, but you don't have to be out there killing yourself in the process. Your next card you've got, which could be your future outcome, is the World. So we know that's about success. This is the end of one phase and the beginning of a new one. You could be planning a trip. Maybe you want to do something and you're going to get on a plane and go a distance. But this is the card that says you're going into a new phase here. This is a card of success and happiness and beginnings. Now, your final card that I got for you, my oracle message is, things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. Well, you got that Midas touch. Don't be afraid to go after what you want. Okay. Take care. Thanks so much. Sharon, for your super chat and for asking us to do this reading. It's beautiful. Okay, Anne Marie. You guys are on point, not giving up. My manager believes in me. This is all happening in January. That's good. Sharon says, yes, I was in a slump, but I'm healing. I hope you're feeling okay. Yes, not getting enough sleep. Okay, well, you know what? We need to chat too. Okay, she says, great cards. Thanks, Sharon. Okay, all righty. So our next one is on my list is Sean G, and she's here. Where are you here, kiddo? Oh, Queen's here. Queen is after Sean G. Okay, guys, you're all coming forward, and Anne Marie's coming forward. So glad you guys are. I knew you were in the room, but everybody was kind of quiet. So, okay, Sean G, these are your cards. All right. Thank you so much, Sharon. If we don't talk before Christmas, I hope you and your family or whoever you're sharing it with, your chosen family, or even if you're having a quiet Christmas, I hope for peace and joy and good health for you. Okay. That was a great card. Thanks, Sharon.
Okay, Sean, thank you for coming into the room. Lovely to see you again this week. So 3 cards for you. The first one, the 9 of Wands. This is about persistence and determination. Our little angel's trying to climb a tree, and this one's nearly at the top. She's so close, so she's not giving up. So this card says, stay motivated, stay focused, and keep going. The Page of Pencils comes in next with some information and some news. They all bring a message. They're all messengers. They all have a little envelope on the card. And this Page of Pencils brings in fresh information, new news. It might be something that you hear via somebody else. It can sometimes mean a change to plan. Don't worry about it. This is news and information that's coming in to give you the clarity that you need. And then moving forward, you could have 2 options coming in for you. So think about them carefully, because this 2 of coins is all about balance. Here she is trying to juggle and be on a unicycle all at the same time. So this is balance in finances. This is balance in work-life balance. How much time do you give away? How much time are you taking for yourself? This is all about balance, wise decision making. And it could mean that you have 2 options coming up to choose from, which could be quite clear when you get this new information. So when you get that, think carefully, just take your time, just be balanced, make sure the finances are going to balance as well. Just take all of those things into consideration, and that will be absolutely fine. So stay motivated, keep going, and know that you've got this.
Beautiful, Anne. Thank you. Okay, so I see more stability and structure in your life. You've got the Emperor. You have the ability to be the leader. We got company here. Listen to Charlie. So you have the ability to step up to the plate and be your own leader, your own boss. I think you're taking control of your emotions now. You want to have more stability. You want to be more logical at this time. This is about being in control and disciplined with things that you're working on at this time. You could also be dealing with a person who could be a father figure, someone that you look up to with respect as a father figure. Coming in next, you've got success and achievement with the World card. Again, end of one cycle, beginning of a new one. So things are coming and falling into place. You have this feeling now, a sense of belonging and, a wholeness that's coming into you. This is about also travel and the completion of one thing and the start of a new one. Your final little card here says, this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and a plot twist. Blessings are coming your way, Sean G. Love it. Okay, beautiful. She says, I've been waiting to do a painting for me balancing. Okay, beautiful. All right, so we've got Queen. Queen's here. All righty, let's see what we have for Queen. Oops. Oh, you're welcome, Sean G. You're very welcome. Thank you for being in our room all the time and supporting what we do. And yeah, great.
Okay, Queen. So thank you for coming into the room. And thank you for those lovely comments as well. So starting off with your first card, we've got the Four of Coins. So this is a card that asks you to take into consideration any situation of too much or too little. And on the card, look, she's got these little scales and she's got to balance them. They're overweight on this side and not enough on this side at the moment. So when it's the coin suit, we need to be thinking about financial balance. We need to be thinking about work-life balance. How much time do you give away? Anything with too much or too little. Those situations need bringing into balance. And with it being the coin suit, this is financially, this is home life, work life, study. Just get across the board balance. The Empress then comes in and says, when you've achieved that, it's time for you to get busy on those new projects and those new ideas. Here she is with her apron on and her sleeves rolled up. She's doing, she's taking action. She's not just thinking about it or intending to next week. Look, she's busy. So for you, time to get busy, busy on those new ideas, busy on those new projects, taking the action steps. The Six of Teacups is a card of the past. So you might be talking about the past. You might be remembering the past with love. But generally, this card says it's time for you to do what you've always wanted to do. So get busy on those new things. If you get this new opportunity, get busy on it. It's time for you to really enjoy something that you've always wanted. So get balance into the equation first and then go for it. So Queen, I hope that resonates with you.
Wow. Yeah, you've got the Eight of Pentacles here with me. Okay, working hard for your goals. This is also the card of, planning something that you can add to your resume here. This is paying attention to the details, wanting the powers to be known, maybe at work, maybe you're working on something, because you also have the Hierophant here, which is also higher education. You might be learning something new, a trade of some sort, something that you want to add to your resume. This is about sometimes self-employment and building a business and a new job and being dedicated to do that. So keep plugging away, because you will see the rewards for your results will come in the form of rewards if you're patient and you keep working on that goal. As I had said, the Hierophant shows up. It can also be marriages, churches, doing things in traditional ways, joining groups of people that have the same goals and inspiration and aspirations as you do, sharing in those social groups. But also this is a card of gaining knowledge, learning something here. So you could be thinking about going back to school and taking a new form of study that is going to help you with your career. You could be adding something to your resume here. Now, your next card you've got is release any old doubts. Release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Keep working on your goals, like Anne and I said, okay? Beautiful. Thank you so much for being in the room, Queen. Yay, she says. Good. Okay, so our next one here is Anne Marie. Beautiful friend Anne Marie. Here she is. She did say she's here. So, okay, Anne Marie. Let's see what we got.
Okay, so Anne-Marie, thank you so much for coming into the room. Lovely to read for you. So your first energy, Six of Pencils. This is about you moving on and feeling good. This card shows up like a breath of fresh air. If things have felt a little bit slow, a little bit stuck, not doing anything, not anymore. This lovely card comes in with this breath of fresh air. And here you are making your move. If we look at the angel, she's not just thinking about it. She's on her way. She's moving away from us. She's got a suitcase. It can sometimes mean going on holiday. But generally, it's this fresh energy of moving on and feeling good. The Temperance card comes next, which is all about balance. Mixing ideas together. It's balance, it's compromise, it's conversation, it's collaboration. Mixing ideas together. And it's a card of you taking your time, just keeping everything focused, keeping everything balanced. And then we've got the Hermit. So 2 out of your 3 cards are major arcana cards. This is strong energy. And the Hermit is you stepping up into this leadership role, shining your light in the world, being recognized, teaching by example, leading by example, teaching from experience. Here she is. Look, she's holding that lantern high. She can be seen. She's at the top of a mountain. Other people can see her and be inspired by her. She can see exactly where she's going. So she's holding up the light for other people. She's holding up the light so she can see where she's going. And here you are stepping up into this leadership role, moving on and feeling good. So Anne-Marie, I hope that resonates with you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Anne-Marie, let us know you're still here. I know you're here. Okay, sweetheart, you got the King of Cups. You know who that is. You know, this caring, loving person in your life, this person in charge of their emotions. This is someone who's always there to give you kind counsel and be in your end of the ring. This is also trust, wealth, and knowledge, caring and healing and good advice when we get this card with this king. Okay, this man's in touch with his emotional life, and he's a good friend, and he's mature, and he's always here as a stable emotional person in your life. Okay, Anne-Marie. And then you get the 2 of Cups. So you got the King and the 2. This is the 2 of you reconnecting, getting together, giving each other that gift of love and attention that's going to come in. Now, I have to tell you, remember we said 2 last time I read you, I saw 22. Well, this is Roman numerals, the 1 and the 1. So there's your 22, your 2 again. I'm going to stick with that because they keep showing me that number, Anne-Marie. So this is about partnership and unity and love being reconnected here again, compatibility, happy couples, all of those beautiful things, and being balanced in the process. So this can also be marriage, mutual respect, partnership here, but it is definitely the card of love, my friend. So I think you're going to be reconnecting soon. Now, your outcome card here is if you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, we know, whether it is in a relationship, a job, or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving? Yeah, leaving is scary, but sometimes it's a right step to take. Be brave. You're on the right. They're right beside you. Now, we know that you're not leaving. Yeah, that's your king. We know you're not leaving a relationship, but there might be something coming in where you may be thinking about leaving your job at this time, okay? Or even relocating. I keep seeing a move in your life, you know, but with your king, not alone, okay? So those are the messages. Thanks, Anne-Marie, for letting us know you are still here. Now, Anita, are you here? You came in last, and you will be our last, and I will be at this time closing down the chat room. Are you in favor of that, Anne?
Absolutely. Yes, it's getting late here now.
Anita, step forward. You're welcome for your message.
Yeah.
Okay, there you are. Thank you. Okay, so
Anita.
Chat room is closed now.
Okay. So Anita, thank you for coming into the room. Lovely to read for you. So your first card is the 5 of coins. Now this asks you, or it just reminds you that you have everything you need. You've got all the resources that you need. Now on our card, look, she's looking at this little piggy bank, which is empty. But she's not realized she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right behind her. She's got everything she needs. So this card says, know that you have the resources that you need. Ask for any help if you need it. And focus on your strengths. Don't be focusing on things that you don't think are there. Focus on the things which are there. Focus on your strengths. The Queen of Wands steps in now. Now, the queens are authority figures in the deck. They've learned all their lessons. They've had to. And now they're happy to share what they've learned. This Queen of Wands is confidence. She's full of self-confidence, full of self-belief, very motivated. She can manifest anything she wants whenever she needs it. And she's just done that. Look, she's manifested a pot of tea and a cake just like that because she can, because she's learned how to. And she says, yes, I can. You just watch me. So moving on from this doubt and uncertainty, oh, I'm not quite so sure. This Queen of Wands comes in and says, oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Have that self-belief and embrace those qualities of, yes, I can. You just watch me. Your final card, the Eight of Teacups, is all about you making your move one step at a time. Now, here you are at the edge, look. She's just poised. She's wondering how on earth she's going to get to success because she's got all this water to go across. And all she's got to do is hop onto this first stepping stone, and then the next is right in front of her, and so on and so forth. So making your move forward one small step at a time. Do one step, then another, and then the next one. Everything doesn't have to be done in a giant leap. It doesn't all have to be dramatic and enormous. Simple little steps, one step at a time, will get you to success just the same. So embracing your strengths, having the confidence to say, yes, I can. And there you go, making you move forward one step at a time. So, Anita, I hope that resonates with you. Thank you for coming into the room.
Thank you, Anne. Anita, you're going to be standing your ground, defending your corner. Not giving up. This is a card that says don't roll over and give up. This card says that you need to stand up for your own beliefs and fight in your corner now. You're being defensive and protective of something that you created, and don't forget that. Don't give up, okay? You're going to regain your control by doing that. You've got the Chariot, and the Chariot is exactly the success of doing that, standing in your corner, being prepared. I always say, excuse me, he knows when he goes in that arena that there's going to be risks and challenges, but he prepares himself. And that way he comes out the other end successfully. So this is also the card of travel. You could be taking a road trip somewhere in a wheeled vehicle. But you are the champion, okay? You are going to be moving forward. No obstacle is going to stop you now. The final card you got, and I love it, how it all correlates, excuse me, to this reading. It says things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. Aren't you glad you came in the room, Anita? Those are great cards for you to get a message from. Wow. Okay, what do the letters mean? What letters? CMBS. Those mean counting my blessings. That's my trademark signature on all my videos or all my posts on Facebook. Yeah. I thought I had told you that, Sharon. Yeah, no. CMBS means counting my blessings. And I do that every single day, no matter what. Yeah. You see those sunrises I post every day. It's
amazing. This morning.
I mean, this morning I was drinking my tea, trying to get ready for church, and it was still kind of dark, right, when I first started taking them. So I walked out in the balcony. It's freezing, right? Then I turn around and I go, oh my gosh, it's even better. Walk out in the balcony. And I did that, 4 times? You guys had 4 pictures that came from me. Because that sun, it's like sunset. If you watch that, it's gone. Once it hits that shoreline, it hits that horizon, it's gone. And it's the same when it comes up. So I love those seconds, those nanoseconds before that ball of light finally shows, because it really doesn't photograph well. When I'm using an iPhone, I'm not using a special lens on my phone. So it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing, the sunrises. And you guys, so that, Brenda, do you have water? Yeah, I do have water. I've been drinking it, but yeah, thanks. So I was saying to Anne, actually, I think it was my Aquarius video. And we don't often like to complain about our viewers, but I actually had a viewer that left me a comment on that Aquarius video. And she said, you know, your clearing of your throat is very irritating and grating. You know, you should drink more water. That was her comment to me. So, you know what? I don't get mad. I don't take it personally. I just go delete. So, you know, that was her comment. And I thought to myself, you know, people are so petty. You know, like I started thinking about it and I thought, well, how does she know that if she spoke to somebody that they didn't have a cold or they didn't have a, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it could be anything, right? But yeah. Yeah, that's my letters. That's my trademark, CMBS. But anyway, yeah, I know, Damara. I know it's funny. And you know what it is? It's just sitting in here all the time. This is the one room I don't have the humidifier going. I have one in the living room and I have one in my bedroom. Because living in apartments, once that heat goes on, it's so dry. And then they have all these fans in our hallways that come out of the walls to bring in air. And they say it's fresh. I don't know how fresh it is when it's got to come through these. I know they clean them. We live in a beautiful building and they do a lot of maintenance in our building. So yeah, but yeah, I am so blessed. I manifest that I would live here. I remember years sitting behind my husband on his motorcycle. And I said, oh God, when I retire, if I could afford to live on this street. And here I live around 3, 4, 5, $14 million houses. I walk down the street past them and I live in this very lovely, modest, I can afford apartment. And they used to be privately owned condos. And I guess somewhere because they're 30 years old. But yeah, it's amazing. And I manifested it. So you guys believe me. Anna vouched to that. We manifest what we want and we believe we're worthy of it. And here I meet this guy and he finds Andre found this apartment. He said, I found an apartment on Lakeshore in Burlington. And I went, pardon me? Because we were living in 2 different communities when we met. And I said, really? He said, yeah, you want to go look at it? And I said, yeah. And I was walking down the hallway. Before I even got to our apartment, I saw our name on the door. Third eye opened. I said, this is it. He said, we haven't been inside. I'm telling you, this is it. We walked in and we walked over to the kitchen window. How many people have a kitchen window and a dining room window that looks at that lake, that looks at that water, that is there? I mean, most places like this don't even have a kitchen window. They have a galley kitchen, right? I had both. And he looked at me and I looked at him and he said, this is it. We took it. And that was 12 years ago. Yeah, it was amazing. And beautiful people in my building. You know, often we live in communal dwelling or even on a street in a survey, because I've had beautiful homes. I've lived all over before we moved here, right? Because we're at an age now where we sold our homes and we don't want that maintenance. So you didn't even know your neighbors half the time, because it might have been the demographics of our age. Everybody was going their own way, raising their kids, going here, going there, going to work, and all of that. The people here in this building are a community. Everybody watches out for everybody. They know us by first names. And as I had told you, when we lost George, I had so many knocks on the door, so many hugs, so many flowers, so many cards. My mantle was full of condolence cards for George. It was all about George, I'm sure, because he was here for 12 years and everybody knew this beautiful dog. And yeah, so you know what? I'm very blessed and I will always leave my signature CMBS. Count my blessings. So on that note, what's she saying? I have water in a jar that gives me. My mother used to put pots under their bed when I was a kid with water in them, because we had the old registers, and you would relate to this, with the water in them, boiler, you know, where your house is heated with water from your furnace. And we used to have these metal registers that, you know, I can remember washing my knee socks and drying them for school the next day on the register. Well, it has to do with heating water, right? But my mother would have bowls of water and pans under her bed to bring in. In those days, they didn't have these highfalutin humidifiers on our furnaces or humidifiers we could buy, right, when we were kids. Going back when I was young. And so, but I have them now because it's important. And I get sinus infections if I don't have moisture in my room. And so, yeah, I have them. I fill them and I go through. I bet you my canister is this big. It's a tower canister. In 24 hours, that's empty. It runs nonstop, day and night. Yeah, it's empty in 24 hours. I have to fill it every night at the same time because and my windows aren't
Where does
running.
it go?
I know my windows, you would think the windows would be covered in
Yeah.
moisture. No, it's just, but you can, nowadays the humidifiers are amazing, right? So it's different. I have just wood heat. I have a kettle of water on it while the fire is going, so the air doesn't get dry. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I love a fireplace. Do you have a wood fireplace over there, Anne?
Yes, I mean, when I was a little girl and we lived in the farmhouse, our main source of heat was a fire, uh, with like and a boiler behind it for the hot water. That's how. And I always used to. It was a fabulous place to live, but it could be cold. You learned to close doors. You didn't ever leave a door open.
Yeah.
And I always used to think, oh, I wonder what it would be like to live in a house where I can have a fire.
Yeah.
But the central heating as well.
Yeah.
But to me, I know it sounds not a lot to ask, but this little cottage we have here, there's a central heating behind it. If we want to, and we do sometimes, if it's in the middle of winter and it's absolutely awful weather, we'll turn the heating off in the lounge and we can have a proper fire. And there's nothing quite like it. And my mum used to say that they're absolute heaven at 8 o'clock at night. And they're absolute hell at 8 o'clock in the morning because you have to tidy them all out.
Right, you're freezing. You got to fill it. I had one in when I lived in the country before my late husband retired, and I had a hair salon down there in the family room, and I had a wood burning fireplace, and I would start it in the winter, and it was just beautiful. But I would have a kettle going full of apples and cinnamon and nutmeg and fruit, and my clients would come in and they would go, oh, we just love coming to get our hair done here. And I mean, it was part of it. And they just love the smell of that simmering on top of that. And I'm telling you, the hardwood floors above where the bedrooms were and that you would walk across them in bare feet and they were warm because the heat rises, right? And so it could have, you can understand how people had them where it heated their whole place, like strawberry rhubarb here. Sharon lives on an island out in British Columbia, and she's amongst all this beautiful nature. I mean, it's so gorgeous out there. And you've got water all around you, which is cold, right? She's on the Pacific. And in the winter, it can be cold and they can get a little bit of snow. She's not up in the mountains per se, but she's sort of off grid. And she's so blessed to be able to have that. There's nothing better than, even driving down a country road and you can see the smoke coming out of the chimneys and you can smell that wood.
Yeah.
And I was lucky because the firemen that knew my husband, because firemen and policemen and emergency people are all connected. He had friends. And when there was a pole that had to come down or a tree, they would cut it up and I'd end up with this load of wood at the end of my drive. And I'd go, well, they dropped me off more wood. And we would stack it. Right. And then I loved cutting wood. I would go out the back with my little axe and I would cut my little log.
Yeah, it's like a part-time job.
I loved doing
it.
I was like, they used to call me their little pyromaniac because he would say, oh, your mother's a pyro. She's down there playing with fire again. And, she is about 1,000 feet up, the east side of Mount Maxwell. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, there's nothing better than a wood stove. And I agree. And, much better than, I just think it's healthy and it's warm and it's just, there's nothing better than looking at a fire, in the fireplace. So yeah, I loved it when I had it, but occasionally we had the odd bird and bat come in and I'd be calling my neighbor, help, I got a bat down there. I got a bird down there. Of course they're covered in soot. So everywhere they would bang, like my wall.
Oh, don't go there.
Be in black. Right. And I'd go, oh God, just catch that thing. And we didn't have a net, but we would kind of use a towel because I didn't want them to kill them. And I remember one time we caught this bat and I said, don't kill it. And I put it out on the lawn and it laid there. Well, apparently bats play dead.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they lay there.
Those Attenborough programs. I watched them.
And then he took off. So well, I hope he took off. He wasn't there in the morning and I didn't see any of it dead because we had coyotes and we had all kinds of, we had hawks and owls and you hope they didn't get, because he wasn't dead. We didn't hurt him,
Yeah.
But
No.
yeah, so we had to get some screening at the top on the roof. They had to climb up because I didn't want to cat. And there, some of them were big birds. Like I thought it was a squirrel. The minute I opened it up, out flew the blackbird at me, right? And I'm going, oh no. So yeah, nothing better than sitting by the fire.
Oh yeah,
with a good
Sharon,
book.
we're on the same
Oh,
page there. Yeah,
and she loves
absolutely.
shopping kindling too. Yeah, there's just something about
There's an
it.
art to that as well.
Yeah.
Just getting the little pieces.
Yeah, those little strips you have to for your kindling to get them going for sure. What was it? They used to make their own with wax and something else. You can make your own as well. But I used to break down and buy fire starters that you could buy like that. Little candles were made of straw or whatever. But if you get the right kindling and sticks, I mean, I had 18 trees. I had 2 acres. So I could walk out my backyard and just, underneath the trees, I would find little branches and from the wind and whatever. So I could just go out in my yard and pick up kindling and bring it in. But but I never had to buy wood because my husband's friends at that time, the firemen, would always bring us, it's like if somebody hit a deer, right? And somebody wanted the venison, they'd make a call and say, hey, so there's a dead deer on the side of the road. It just got hit. I saw it. If you want it, you better get here now, because they didn't want it to lay there or have the people pick it up and dispose of it. If somebody wanted a fresh kill, and venison's beautiful, right? And these are all farmers up there, right? So yeah, but anyway, interesting the life we live, eh? Well, okay, guys, we're going to love you and leave you because it's late for Anne. She's over there in the UK. She wants to have her final cup of tea and say goodnight to her husband and go off to bed. So Anne, I'll see you again next Sunday.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute delight.
Another beautiful day to spend our afternoon together. And we'll be talking to you probably during the week to give,
lovely.
Keep in touch and let me know what's going on in the in the back office.
Okay. I will. I'll keep you informed, Brenda.
Thank you, guys. Okay, take care. And I love you. And lots of love to you and Dave and the family.
Thank you. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh, no, I don't want to do that.